respected audience, Assalamu alaikum. I am Professor Shamsudjaman, Professor of Pathology. I welcome all in today's 26th lecture on systemic pathology. Today, day 4 of diseases of respiratory system. Day 4 of diseases of respiratory system. Dear audience, in day 3, I have discussed about the bronchial asthma. Today's topic is bronchiectasis. Now come to what is bronchiectasis. A type of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases characterized by necrotizing infection of bronchi and bronchiole leading to or associated with abnormal dilatation of airways is known as bronchiectasis. Dear audience, again, it is a type of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases characterized by necrotizing infection of bronchi and bronchiole, and that may lead to abnormal dilatation of airways, or that may be associated with abnormal dilatation of airways. It is known as bronchiectasis. Dear audience, suppose this is the bronchi, this is bronchi, and this is bronchiole. This is bronchiole. By definition, there is necrotizing infection with abnormal dilatation. Necrotizing infection with abnormal dilatation. And this is known as bronchiectasis. Dear audience, if anybody suffers from such type of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases, that is, if anybody suffers from bronchiectasis, what may be the presentation of patient? Presentation may be fever, as there is necrotizing infection, there will be fever. Cough and expectoration of copious amount of foul smelling purulent sputum. Expectoration of copious amount of foul smelling purulent sputum. Dear audience, in this type of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases, there is necrotizing infection, so there is fever, and there is abnormal dilatation in the airways, and it is associated with cough, and it is associated with expectoration of copious amount of foul smelling purulent sputum. These are the presentations of patient suffering from bronchiectasis. Dear audience, now come to causes of bronchiectasis. Obstruction of airway, and infection of airway. So, obstruction of airway and infection of airway are the causes of bronchiectasis. Now come to pathogenesis of bronchiectasis. Again we recapitulate. In bronchiectasis there is necrotizing infection in bronchi and bronchiole with abnormal dilatation of airways. Obstruction of airway by tumor or by foreign body. Suppose this is the airway, this is bronchi, this is bronchiole. Suppose this is the tumor or foreign body that obstructs the airway. Distal to obstruction, this is the obstruction, and distal to obstruction there will be resorption of air. If this is the air, if this is the air, if this is the air, if this is the air. Distal to obstruction there will be resorption of air. As resorption of air distal to obstruction either by tumor or by foreign body, what will happen? There will be atelectasis of lung. Atelectasis of lung. In this area there will be atelectasis. As there is atelectasis or collapse of lung in this area distal to obstruction, there will be decreased elasticity of the collapsed part of lung. Decreased elasticity of lung in collapsed part. As there is decreased elasticity of lung in the collapsed part, there will be relaxation of the airways in the collapsed part. Relaxation of airway in collapsed part. Again, distal to obstruction, there will be resorption of air from the airways. Due to resorption of air from the lung distal to the obstruction, there will be atelectasis of lung, that is the part undergo collapse. And in the collapsed part of lung, elasticity of lung will be decreased. As the elasticity of lung is decreased in the collapsed part, there will be relaxation of the airways in the collapsed part. As there is relaxation of the airways in the collapsed part, there will be dilatation of the airways. Dilatation of airways. Dear audience, I have told you in bronchiectasis there is abnormal dilatation of airways along with necrosis. Bronchial obstruction either by foreign body or by tumor is associated with infection. As there is infection in the bronchial tree following obstruction, what will happen? Due to infection in the bronchial tree, there will be weakening of the bronchial wall. Due to infection, weakening of bronchial wall. Due to weakening of the wall of the airways, there will be further dilatation of the airways. Further dilatation of airways. Dear audience, as there is infection of the bronchial tree, there will be necrosis. Infection in airway is associated with necrosis. So, bronchiectasis is associated with necrotizing infection in the bronchi and bronchiole with dilatation of the airways. This is the pathogenesis of bronchiectasis following obstruction of the airways, following infection of the airways briefly. Dear audience, now come to morphology of lung in bronchiectasis. Gross examination reveals dilated airways with necrosis. Gross examination of lung reveals dilated airways with necrosis. Usually bronchiectasis is unilateral. And usually lower lobes of lung is affected. So, there is dilatation of the airways with necrosis. It is usually unilateral and usually lower lobe lung is affected. Usually the vertical airways are affected. These are the findings in lung on gross examination. Dear audience, now come to histopathology. Histopathology reveals acute and chronic inflammatory cell infiltrations in wall of airway. In the wall of airway, there is acute and chronic inflammatory cell infiltrations. Along with this, there is necrosis. So, this is the histopathological findings. Today, I have told you about the bronchiectasis briefly. It is one of the type of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. and it is characterized by chronic necrotizing infection of bronchi and bronchiole, leading to or associated with abnormal dilatations of airways. Patient presents with cough, fever, expectoration of copious amount of foul smelling purulent sputum. The cause of bronchiectasis is obstruction of the airway by tumor or foreign body and infection. Distal to obstruction either by tumor or foreign body, there is resorption of air of the airway, there is atelectasis of lung. Due to atelectasis, there is decreased elasticity of lung. Due to decreased elasticity, there is relaxation of airways and ultimately dilatation. Infection is associated with weakening of the airway wall, and there is further dilatation of airways, and infection is associated with necrosis. On gross examination, there is dilatation of the airways with necrosis. It is usually unilateral. Commonly lower lobe is affected and vertical airways are affected. Histopathology reveals acute and chronic inflammatory cells in the wall of airways, and also there is necrotizing ulceration. Along with necrosis, there is ulceration. Dear audience, this is all about the bronchiectasis briefly. In day 1 of disease of respiratory system, I have told you about the emphysema. Emphysema is one of the chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases characterized by abnormal and permanent dilatation of the airways with destruction of wall, distal to terminal bronchiole. In day 2 of disease of respiratory system, I have told you about the chronic bronchitis. It is one of the type of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases characterized by cough with expectoration for at least 3 months in at least 2 consecutive years. In day 3 of pulmonary diseases, I have told you about the bronchial asthma. It is one of the type of chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases characterized by increased responsiveness of tracheobronchial tree to various stimuli, potentiating paroxysmal constriction of the airways. Today, briefly about the bronchiectasis. Today up to this, thanks all.